So in this video, let's go ahead and code a selection sort. And the way a selection sort works is we go through and what we're doing is trying to set one value to the proper element, or one element to the proper value each iteration of this outer loop. So like when we're going to start out looking at position 5, and we're going to try to set this first, and then we're going to have another loop variable that goes through the rest of the list, so we can look at each value and find the lowest one. So in this case, like when I is 0 and j is 1, j will bounce through all the rest, and by the time j finishes looping, by the time we get through the end, we'll know that, oh, the lowest value is in position 4 here, or position 5 here, and so we'll swap the two values. And then I will increment after we do that, and then j will come to here. Notice how j is 1 higher, and j will bounce through the list, and it'll find the lowest value, and then we swap them. And then we'll go like this, and we'll find the lowest value, which was the 3, and we'll swap them. And we'll go here, and we'll find the lowest value, which is actually the 4, so there's no swap to do. And then we'll go here and find the lowest value, which is actually still the 5, so there's no swap to do. But that's a selection sort. So we're going to set this value to the proper value one, this value, then set this, then set this, then set this, and then by the time we set this, this will necessarily be correct. All right. So, all right. So scramble these. Guys, just in case I have to move them around while we write the code. So the outer loop is just, which I'm going to use for I, is going to be the value we're trying to set. So I'm going to say for int I equals 0, I is less than ARR dot length, I plus plus. And actually, right, once we set the second to last value, the last value necessarily will be set. So I'm going to go ahead and put -1 right here. If we can stop one short. Now the next thing we have to do is, right, j is looping through looking for the lowest value. So we need a variable that tracks where the lowest value in the list is. So I'm going to make a variable int min location, and we'll start out assuming that the minimum value is in index I, and we're just going to update it if if the thing at j happens to be lower than the thing at I. So my inner loop, now j, notice we're staggered here. So j starts at I plus 1, and j needs to go all the way to the end of the list looking for the minimum. So we don't get to do a -1 here. And what we're going to do is we're going to check and say if the thing at j is less than the thing at the value at the min-loc, then the min-loc is going to be equal to j, right? And so this is going through each position in the list that we're going to set, and then this loop is going through trying to find the smallest value, or the location of the smallest value. And so by the time this loop is finished, we'll know the location of the smallest value, and what we're going to do is we're going to swap ARR in the array, the thing at position I, which is the index we're trying to set on the outer loop, with min-loc. And this is a selection sort. So let's go ahead and run this. I've got some data down here. Let's see, and let's see if it works. And I've got them in order. So that's all there is to it. And let me know if you have any questions.